This is for my more than good friend, my great friend Joe Gomez, and for Barbara, the wife of the legendary, the one and only Bruiser Brody. And hopefully her son is there as well. Just heard about this event the other day, guys. Wish I could be there with you. Just got a lot of stuff going on here in Atlanta, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that I was thinking about you. Joe, our mutual friend Bruce, reached out to me from Miami, told me about this, and I don't know who will see this video. I don't care if you play it for the world. Everything I say is going to be factual, and my slant on life and my slant on YouTube people. Talking about you, Joe Gomez, and my good friend, or my formerly good friend, Bruiser Brody, who actually helped put my name and my career on the map. Because if you were the NWA World Champion, you were special, a special entity in itself. But if you wrestled Bruiser Brody in St. Louis, sold out, which I did many times in different buildings, and in Tokyo, for Baba's TV, you became a legend in your own mind and in the mind of a lot of other people. He was that highly respected and that much of a man. And Barbara, you should be so proud to know that I personally think he's one of the greatest of all time. He had a unique style, definitely had a unique look. Great guy. He intimidated a lot of people, myself included, until I wrestled him a couple of times and got used to his style. He was a man among men. He just a great guy. I can't put into words the fact that guys like Undertaker and is talking about his first match with him on podcast with Steve Austin now, and how intimidated he was to wrestle Bruiser Brody, and then to have guys like Bret Hart ask me what it was like wrestling Frank. Those are, big statements in itself all these years later. The tragedy of Puerto Rico, that's one show that I wasn't there. I don't know why I wasn't. Not that I could have changed anything around, but he bounced a lot of stuff off me as I did him when we were there. It was a rough place to work because we made the fans believe it was real, and that's what our job was. And he and I had actually argued about who was going on last. And he would say it was my responsibility because I was the champion. And I would say that he was in the main event because he was. But he drew a lot of money in our business, a great guy. I met his son in Charlotte at a Hornets basketball game years later, and tried to emphasize to him what a great guy Bruiser Brody was. Frank Goodish, just great human being. And now to Joe Gomez, what can I say? Joe is the greatest man, or actually one of the greatest people I've ever known in my life. He is a great man, period. Um, when I think of best friends in my life, I've got a couple. I don't think anybody has just one. Some do. I'm lucky enough to have a couple. Most assuredly, Joe Gomez is one of them. He's been there through every high and every low of my life. I mean, seriously. From triumphant world championship matches to checking me in on rehab. Um, Coming to see me in rehab every day. Lending me money different times over my career when I had problems paying alimony to 3 different people. And just a huge supporter, a guy that's been my friend. I earned his respect. I don't know how. I guess just being good at what I do and having fun, but here in mine through being a real man. We have a joke amongst ourselves, Dino and I, that Joe ate himself out of the business. Joe didn't drink, he didn't do any drugs, but he could eat. Like 6 Whoppers at a time, I remember one evening. So To Joe Gomez, I can't tell you enough how much I love you, buddy. I call him the mayor. Times have changed. I was at the Hard Rock in Tampa a couple years ago, and I mentioned the mayor, and the guy didn't know who Joe Gomez was. And I said, "How long have you been here, man?" He said, "Just a couple of years." And I said, "Well, okay, I guess I'll let that slide." But in the 80s, make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's hearing this, Joe Gomez was the mayor. He ran Tampa. I still think he does. He just keeps it on the DL. So, to Joe Gomez and Bruiser Brody, to Barbara and anybody watching this, Bruce, thanks for reaching out to me. I'm sorry I'm not at the luncheon today, but it's not because I'm not thinking about you guys. This is about as heartfelt as I can be and as honest as I can be. Bruiser Brody, God bless you, man. You were a great, great talent. A great guy to work with. You helped put my name and put my career on the map. And Joe Gomez, you're the greatest ever. I mean, Ric Flair, go on record anywhere as you being a human being, being a man, and we talked about what you've been through. You're a man and a half, and I'm honored to know you, your beautiful wife. You've got a baby now. Barbara, I think you're still in San Antonio. I hope Bruce gives you my number so we can talk anytime you want to. Bruiser Brody was a man and a half. I hope you guys have a great luncheon. Sorry I couldn't be there, whoever's listening to this, especially Joe and Barbara. Have a great day. You both deserve all the respect in the world. Wish I could be there to share this moment. God bless you both. Joe Gomez, Barbara, Bruiser Brody. Have a great one. 3 great people. 2 great lives we're celebrating, and the wife of 1 great man, who I hope hears me loud and clear. God bless you all and have a great day. Nature Boy, over and out. Woo!